Afternoon everybody, this is me, Jason Gregory, coming at you again from the UK with another power walk on a Tuesday. Yesterday was rained out for me. I couldn't get on here. It was so much rain yesterday. There's no way I could have done it. But guys, it's still the start of the week. One day is gone, but it's still the start of the week. So as I would have said yesterday, I will say today, how valuable are you going to be this week? What are you going to do this week? What are you going to read? What are you going to listen to? What are you going to watch? And more importantly, after you take on board all of that information, whose life are you going to impact by spilling it over? You see, a lot of times we can just eat information, we can just get fat on information, but we keep it to ourselves. And if we keep information to ourselves, it's not going to benefit anybody. Yeah, everything that you do, if you keep it to yourself, it's just going to get you bigger. That's why when we eat food, if we don't exercise and burn it up, we get bigger. Yeah, there has to be an outlet. And so guys, when you get information, when you learn new things, new skills, make sure you're impacting somebody else with that new skill that you've just learned. Sorry about my voice, I'm kind of getting a bit of a cold, so I'm losing my voice a bit, so I'm sounding a bit funny. But guys, as you come on, let me know where you are from. If you're from the UK or wherever you're from, let me know in the comments. Show me some love, give me a thumbs up or a like or something like that. If this is your first time watching me or joining me, should I say, on a power walk, just put new in the comments so I can give you a shout out when I come back into the comments later. But guys, the topic that I'm going to quickly talk about today, as you've probably read in the description, who's that? Hi Shaza, good to see you on. As you've probably read in the description, I put learn how to be alkaline to acidic, toxic people. What do I mean by that? It's a bit of a title there. But last week I spoke about de-stressing, and I spoke about the fact that when you have too much stress in your life, it can cause all kinds of stuff to happen. It can even impact your health. And a lot of times the things that cause you stress can be people. And so last week when I spoke about learning how to respond instead of how to react, which will help you to deal with those kind of situations. So this is what I want to talk about today in terms of learning how to be alkaline to acidic people. Because it's a choice. When there's people around you that are acidic like that, people around you that are just negative, there's a choice that you have to make. And that choice can be let that negativity run off on you or rub off on you, or you can counteract it. I loved when I was younger when you used to do those experiments in the science class with the litmus paper, and it'd be acidic. You put it in something acid, it goes red, and then you put it in something alkaline, it goes blue. And the alkaline always counteracts the acid, and that's what your life can be. If you understand how valuable you are, and if you understand that you are not going to let anybody else's bad attitude dictate to you, then you can actually be alkaline to that person. You can actually counteract the negativity, and if you do it enough times, it can level them out. There's a statement that says, when somebody's showing you kind of animosity or showing you negativity and all the rest of it, and you're constantly showing them kindness, you're constantly showing them love and affection, then it's like putting hot coals on their head. They can't understand, why is this person acting like that when I'm acting like this? And it actually gets them to start checking themselves. Yeah, and so when you're able to do that by your attitude, by your behavior, counteracting somebody's negativity, that they have to actually start checking themselves, you are now becoming alkaline to an acidic, toxic person. Now, you could either say to yourself, well, that person's just an idiot, and let them go and not even begin to try and salvage any form of relationship or anything with them. Or you can just say, you know something, the only behavior I can control is my own, and I'm not going to bring them down, but I'm going to pull them up. And so that you can let your whole lifestyle just dictate the quality of who you are. You see, sometimes when people are so acidic like that, they've got so many issues going on in their life, and sometimes they can't even see beyond themselves, and then basically they kind of push that out on you. Sorry, I just saw a dead bird impaled on a, that's really crazy. Sorry, that really got my attention. There's so much death everywhere, so we have to bring life. Yeah, we have to bring life, and we can bring life through our attitudes. Yeah, so getting back to the topic, so people can have so much stuff going on in their lives and they just push it onto other people. It's because they haven't really grown personally in that area to learn how to deal with their own issues properly. So for whatever reason, they feel it's okay just to be negative and toxic to somebody else. Guys, you can still salvage somebody like that with your attitude, because you're showing them a better way. You're showing them a better attitude. You see, if you present yourself in a strong way just because they're doing that, it's like the immovable object going against the irresistible force. And then what will happen is there will always be friction. There will always be something that will stop things from moving forward, because you can't move forward with something that ain't gonna move. So if you're not gonna move and they're not gonna move, it's a non-starter. So you be alkaline to their acid. And as you do that, guys, you'll be surprised at what can happen. You'll be surprised at the people's lives that you'll be able to impact, simply because they change, because they couldn't deny that you were showing them love when they were showing you hate. Guys, it's such a deep topic, this is, guys, because I'm sure that some of you who are on this live can relate to having somebody just being negative to you, and even when you tried and they still didn't change, and you felt like giving up. But just think about this for a second. Let's say you don't give up for a second. Let's say you just continue to show the quality of who you are, and that person turns around, and then that person's life becomes better. How much satisfaction, how much intrinsic satisfaction do you think you would get from that, knowing that you had a part to play in somebody moving from a negative point into a positive point? You see, it's the road less travelled. That's the reality. Because it's a lot easier just to say, "Oh, those people are idiots," and let them go. That's the easy way. But the hard way is to say, "Well, you know something? I'm going to invest in that person. I'm going to see if what I can give some form of value to get them to change." That's the road less travelled. But then again, not everybody's going to travel that road. That's why it's the road less travelled, I suppose. But we can choose what we're going to do, and hopefully, as we grow personally as individuals, as we grow in terms of how we act and how we respond, it will affect the way we deal with other people when they're coming at us like that. And so hopefully a lot more people start traveling down that road. A lot more people start making that more effort, and then society will change, families will change, towns, cities will change. Why? Because people are acting better to each other. It's so easy to point the finger and say why people are acting strange and why people are carrying on like that, but then what are we doing to change it? We need to do our part, and then as we do our part and people see that, then change will happen. How do you change a society? One person at a time. How do you change a town? One person at a time. How do you change the world? One person at a time. So let's not focus on the negative. Let's be alkaline to acidic people. So hopefully this one has made sense to you. And again, I just want to bring a quick parallel before I close. Actually, when I'm in nutrition, and one of the things that we talk about in nutrition is about creating an alkaline environment inside. Why? Because when you have stuff like cancer and all these things, they thrive in acidic environments. And so so if you're able to alkaline an environment, then what will happen is that same environment that was causing cancerous tumors and negative things to happen, because you now turn it around by putting in good things that create an alkaline environment, those things can't thrive any longer. So that's a kind of a good parallel to what I just spoke about. So if we create an alkaline environment around us when we're dealing with people, those things, those people, those attitudes cannot thrive any longer. So that's what I mean by being alkaline to acidic people. So hopefully that made sense. And just a quick shameless plug. I am doing a webinar tonight at 7:30 where I'm going to be giving an overview of what I do. Yeah, so if any of you are around at 7:30 UK time, don't know what that's going to be like in the US. You guys are probably 5 hours behind us. But if you want to see what I do, let me know in the comments and I'll send you over the link so you can register for that. It's going to be about 45 minutes long and I'm going to give an overview of what I do. And then guys, just see if it's something that you can relate to. So just remember, be alkaline. To acid people, have a great day and I will speak to you on Wednesday for another power walk. Hey Marie, good to see you. Take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.